Hello everybody, welcome to the tutorial, the beautiful song PRA MEU CORAÇãO, with lyrics and music by Ari Bauzo in 1943. We're going to play in C major without needing the internal transposition of our digital piano. This is also good news. On the other hand, I take this opportunity to tell you to always read in the description of everything I offer on my channel to check carefully what is the value of the transposition key and to apply if it's necessary. Naturally, if it's at 0, it's symbolized by the two letters K and T, key transpose. If there is nothing to modify, today for example it's 0. So you will find in another video under the title guide the whole song to help you with general understanding. So we're going to start in C major. The scale of C major is very easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, major 7 and root. So let me give you a trick first. On all my tutorials, what I give you a trick very interesting for my channel and your life, your music life. It's to make the difference between the major 7 and the 7. The major 7, it's always semitone below the root. You see the root on the top, a semitone below, and on all the tonalities. It will not a trick. It's a trick because it's working on all the tonalities. So major 7 and a semitone below that the 7. For example, root 3rd, 5th, 7, a semitone below, 1 tone below the root. Okay, and on all so and a semitone below, that's the major 7. So root first, because the 7 is a sun minor, you see, a sun minor, dominant sun minor, and the major 7, like the name, you know, it's a major 7. Okay, so it was very interesting. It's a trick. So let's start. You have a lot of options. This is so beautiful songs. You can play the melody, of course. But so first we're going to use the famous bossa nova, because we can't play this. There's no sense. It's not make a sense to do pra fazendo un amor, o meu amor, que no solar é desmoronou. There's no sense. We need to use from pam 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 pam. A bossa nova for that. Okay, so this is a basso ostinato. It's a process of repeating a rhythmic formula consistently. So first, in a small introduction, it's an option: root 3rd, 5th on C, sharp 5 and 6th, like this. And so with the left hand we're going to use generally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the root and the 5th, and the 5th is coming on the bottom. Okay, so you see in this case it's G. So we are playing C and G, bum 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 bum, like this, bum 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 bum, and then bum 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 bum. You're training for that, bum, and then the 5th sharp, and the 6th, and the 5th sharp, and the C, and now you can sing the song directly on the C. Tá fazendo, eu mano. So you have choice. You play the melody for help your breath, your thing, or no, or not. You see, C, F sharp, G, E, F sharp, G. So D, C, and then next chord we see the E flat diminished 7. So first one. You make your choice for introduction. 1, 2, 3, 4, bum, bum. So, tá fazendo um amor. Okay, you see, you know, you can avoid to play, or you can. Tá fazendo um amor, un anno, umano. So, second chord, E flat diminished 7. First, let's check it out. What is the scale of E flat 7 in degrees, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Root 3rd, 5th, 7. is a E flat 7. So for to build diminished 7, we keep in place the E flat, the root, but we diminish the third, a semitone, the fifth, and the 7. And we can reverse this chord. See this E flat can coming on the top, you see? And on the other one, same thing. As E flat diminution. It keeps the same name if you keep E flat on the bass, on the bass, okay, on the root. So we're going to use this one: E flat, G flat, A, and C. So again, fa fazendo umano, E flat diminished 7, and we're going to use a B. Why? It's a question of harmony, and E flat and B for the bass. Because why? Because that's the scale of B. That's it. Yes, I'm bad on the left hand. That's right. So again, you can make this choice just only with your right hand. Ta fazendo I know, and then we fall on D minor 7. Scale of D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Root. Sometimes very bad on my hand. I'm getting older. So root, sun minor, 5th and 7. So we have D, we have F, we have A, and we have C. And then we resolve with a G7, scale of G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7. You remember, semitone below the root. So G. So from the start, ta fazendo eu mano, E flat diminished 7, eu meu amor, D minor 7, que no. G7, no sola. And then you have choice. You play just only the G with sharp 5 or with 7. It's more beautiful. You see, because it makes sense because we make on the root, on the bass, the G. So you can use the 7. You see, so beautiful. And then it's a C major reverse. Root 3rd, 5th, major 7. C on the top, the root, the 3rd, the E on the top, and we keep the 5th and the major 7. So, very slowly. Ta fazendo un anno, E flat diminished 7, eu meu amor, D minor 7, que no sola, G 7 or G sharp 5, okay? G morondo, C major 7 flat, C major 7 reverse, okay? So I know meu sabia. Okay? There's no way to play the melody there, meu sabia. And now it's become a G minor 7, root, the G, the 3rd minor with the B flat, the D, that the 5th major, and the C, that the F, that the 7. So meu sabia, meu violão, and then F major 7. You didn't have to play melody, I say again, okay, but just only for help, huh? El macruel. Next one, I carry on, F minor major 7. You see that the F major 7, and we keep the 3rd minor, and we keep the major 7. So we can write F, big F, major F, and a little M and a big M. Okay. Okay. Desilusion, E minor 7, scale of E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roots on minor, 5th and 7. We have E, we have G, we have B and D. So from the start, slowly, okay? Ta fazendo eu ano, eu meu amor, que não sou lá, desmoronou. Meu sabiá, meu violão, é uma cruel. F minor major 7, desilusão, E minor 7, foi tudo que. It's just an indication, it's an option, foi tudo que. C, B, C, G, but you can add this one here, okay, the G. So I mean desilusão, but you didn't have to sing if you want, okay? Foi tudo que. E flat diminished 7, that you know this one, okay? Fico, D minor 7, and then so beautiful, A7, You can play this one like this or like that. You have the choice, an option. Scale of A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, roots at 5th, 7. So you can play in the regular position, I mean fundamental position, the A, the D flat, the E and the G, or you can avoid to play the root and reverse the G, the 7. Me, I prefer that. Melodies here, okay? D minor 7, you can play here or use the reverse option. D minor 7, root and minor 5th 7, the root can coming on the top, okay? The third, the F on the top. You keep the 5th and the 7. So you have A, C, D, F, D minor 7 reverse. And the third, you see it's the third reverse of D minor 7. And then we resolve by a G, very easy, you see, very close, near. Pra machucar meu coração. And then we resolve with C, roots of 5th, okay? Roots of 5th, can reverse, and we resolve with a G sharp 5, root 3rd, 5th sharp 5, and the root coming on the top, the G. So we have B, E flat, and G. So very slowly from the start, okay? Introduction. Bam 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 bam. Tá fazendo eu D minor 7, que não sou lá, G sharp 5, G desmoronou, C major 7, G minor 7, meu sabia, F major 7, meu violão, é uma cruel, F minor 7, major 7, desilusão, E minor 7, foi tudo que, E flat diminished 7, fico, D minor 7, A7 reverse, or here or where you want, okay, here or here, okay, fico, D minor 7, fico, okay, fico. A7, D minor 7, and then G, pra machucar meu coração, 1, 2, pam, pam. So, and now what I suggest, that's the first verse. So we have just only one verse and one refrain. So we go back to the refrain, to the verse, sorry, and then after we're going to the refrain. But you do what you want, you make a mix, what you want. So what I suggest for the turnover is to use my famous scale of anemitonic hexatonic in G. What is it? Scale of G, natural, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, root. So we use 1, 2, 3, we don't use the fourth, the fifth flat and sharp, we don't use the 6, we use the 7 and the root. Okay, so we have G, A, B, D flat, D sharp, F and G. And so very easy, you see 4, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and then you start again. Ba bam 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 ba da da. Okay, so it's a very, I love this scale because she have a name, exotic name, anemitonic hexatonic, but it doesn't matter. It's working. It's so beautiful. So we're going to use, but if you don't want to use, of course, when you are here, you start again. Tá fazendo humano, eu meu amor. You have time to see the left hand because you have the point of view. Que no solar desmoronou. Meu sabia, meu viola, eu uma cruel, you said I didn't play the melody, desilusão, foi tudo que ficou, just the chords, you see, ficou, yes, you, sorry, you can use some fantasy, that descending scale, chromatic, bam, 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 bam. For example, the D inside, bam. When you're in a D minor 7, bam, bam, bam. Okay, so like this. You see, and then bam, 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 bam. Pra machucar meu coração. 1, 2, bam. Scale or not, and then we start the refrain. There's only one, so it's not very. And then we're bam bam bam. Quem sabe D minor 7. You know this chord, no? So the D, the A, the A, and C. Quem sabe não foi G. Bem melhor assim. C major 7. Okay, and then we are going on the D flat diminished 7 for to make a turnover, bam bam bam, the D minor 7. So D flat major 7, scale of D flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So root third, fifth, 7. Yes. We keep the root like it was for E flat, the diminished 7. We diminish the third, the semitone, the fifth, and the 7, and we just are going to use a reverse. So the D flat is coming on the top, and the E is coming on the top. So we're going to use the G, the B flat, the D flat, and the E. But the root, it will be a D flat. Okay, so it's become a D flat diminished 7. Okay, we're going to use this one. It will be more interesting. I mean, quem sabe não foi bem melhor assim. Bam, you see, from the C, bam, you stay on the G and on the E, but you just coming on the top on the B flat and C sharp. Okay, and then you're immediately on the D minor 7 from here or here. It's up to you. Medium. D minor, bravo C. This one is interesting because you are very near, very close to the G7 on the next one. Bravo C. Melio Wasim E7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Root third, fifth, 7. So E, F flat, B and D. Okay. Pramim Avida. So we're going to use and now it's you see, it's exactly the same chord that it was with D flat, but it's changing name because the root will be the A. And now on A, have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, flat 9. And now have a look. We have the flat 9. That's the 7 of the A. Okay. So we keep in place. The E, that the fifth is coming on the top, the third on the top, okay, that the D flat on the top, and we play the root, and it becomes A flat 7 flat 9. You see, we have the 7, the flat 9, the third major, and the fifth major, but it's a D flat diminished 7, okay, and now it's changing name, you know, but it's the same chord. But it's so interesting harmony. But I didn't have time to explain all that here. But it's a really interesting. So well, anyway, Avida. So it's just only an indication for the melody. Avida è una scuola. Qua gente. D minor 7. You can use this small descending precisa prendere in time. Meglio pra você, meglio pra mim. A vida è una scuola, qua gente precisa aprender. You see? But you didn't have to play melody on A vida è una scuola, qua gente precisa aprender. And then we are on the minor mode, okay? So now we are going to go on the major mode. The third minor is coming major. So we are going from here, that's a 9. We're going to use a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have G flat, A, C, and E. But we didn't change the root because we're on D. It's nothing changed. Even it's a major mode or minor mode. If the root is D, we play the root like that. Ascensia GV, Ascensia GV. If you want to play Ascensia GV, and again we are come back on the minor mode, from the major mode to minor mode. See, Ascensia GV, plano soffre. You don't make the melody, of course, huh? It's just only an indication. And then pam pam, and then if you want to start, you go back to the refrain. So what I'm suggesting, I'm playing for you this refrain from the end of the PRA MACHUCAR MEU CORÁÇÁO. Imagine you didn't use my famous scale anemitonic hexatonic. Pam pam. Then you start on the refrain. Quem sabe não foi bem meio assim, pai, meio pra você e meio pra mim. A vida é uma escola, com a gente precisa aprender a ciência de viver pra não sofrer. Wow, you see, I didn't make melody, just except for a ciência, but you can stay like that, huh? A ciência de viver. you see, with a 9, okay? Pacienza. If it's too hard to play with your pinky, GV, you stay here, Asencia, GV, pra non soffrir pas. And then, tá fazendo humano e meu amor. You see, this is so interesting. So let's play maybe just flat the refrain. Quem sabe, quem D minor 7 sabe no for G, ben meglio C major 7, D flat diminished 7, D minor 7 meglio pra você, G é meglio assim, E7. A7 flat 9. A vida é uma escola que a gente precisa aprender. A ciência dia 7 9. G viver D minor 7 para não sofrer. G and G sharp 5. And so let's have a look on the last. We go back on the verse, that's the same verse, okay, with the same words, and then we're going to make the end. But you can make a mix, of course, if you want to play 2 times, 3 times the refrain. You're free. Me personally, I love this song. I can play that all the night. So again, tá fazendo humano eu me amo, que não sou lá, desmorono. Meu sabia, meu viola, é uma cruel desilusão, foi tudo que ficou. And then, pra machucar meu coração. C, I suggest F minor, E minor, 1, 2, 3, 6, okay, with E, G, and C, D minor 7, root 5th 7, D, F, A, C, and then you resolve with C major 7 for to make a color. Now page or not, okay, but you can bam 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 and make more, but no, this one will be good, very simply. F minor, F flat, C, D, E minor 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have E, we have G, we have C, D minor 7, and then C major 7. Okay, so I beg your pardon, sorry, my God, I'm sick. Wow. Yeah. What misery. So what I'm saying, it's yes, at the end, bam 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 bam. So you have the guide to make your to see the whole song, okay, but this is not very hard. I mean, so, and then you have maybe you can employ the major 7 you want, if you want, you see, from the start, bam 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 bam. You see, let's make a color with a D, with a 9. You see, tá fazendo humano e meu amor. So I do my best to explain to you very simply, as it's not very hard, of course, but it's a question of rhythmic. If you can catch the rhythm, because you can try with your harmony, but me, I think it's not a tá fazendo humano e meu amor, que não sou lá, desmoronou. Meu sabia, meu violão, é uma cruel desilusão, Machucar meu coração. Why not? Why not? Finally, why not? So you have all the chords for to make a ballad like that, okay? And then for the refrain, we'll be thinking. Quem sabe não foi bem melhor assim. Oh yes, why not? Melhor pra você e melhor pra mim. Yes, a vida é uma escola. A gente precisa aprender a ciência de viver pra não sofrer. Ah, why not? A base não é meu amor, que não sou lá. Yeah, maybe I have some regrets. Maybe I should begin by well, anyway, you have understand. If you want to play in ballad, it will be very good. I mean, you know, I'm not I'm completely free in my spirit, in my mind. That's okay. It's working. It works. That I'm proving that it's work. So the one word is enjoy and take your happiness and your pleasure. So I hope you enjoy like me and you appreciate all my tutorials, because you can explore all my channel. You can maybe discovering or my passion for Michel Legrand, what I'm trying, and Tom Jobim and other one. I'm trying to make very simply like that and try to explain at the best. Of course, I'm talking in degrees but it's visual. You see all my finger and on the point of view and normally the most important, if you don't make mistake, it's always don't forget to check what is the key turn source, because sometimes you see I'm ill, I'm sick, and I'm getting older, and my voice is very very low, and sometimes if it's a question of to have a tonality very easy, of course I can play this song and very hard and some tonality with a lot of lags, but this is not the spirit of my channel. The spirit of my channel is to make the tonality very easy. That's E, A minor, when it is A minor, D minor, or F, very the most simply tonality. So if I'm changing the tonality like it is, for example, Alba Mongo she's singing an E flat, but E flat is and then I should use the key transposition or for the three submitted below. See for my voice. So it's ridiculous. I prefer you're going to use, because everybody know. Of course, I begin when I'm really younger with acoustic piano, and I know I've learned with acoustic piano, but we live with the progress that the numeric, the small, very. That's so beautiful. It's so interesting, and we can modify very easily all the tonalities, and that's we're gonna do for to play in very easy scale, and to make an access for everybody to the music. We don't need to make a big studies. Well, passing 12 years to study the music. No, it's so interesting to present and to offer to the largest public that is possible for to learn this some beautiful song. So thank you very much for your attention, and I tell you so the next song, and bye bye, and thank you for your attention. Bye bye. Thanks.